Assalamu alaikum, dears, how are you? One desire which lies in the minds and the hearts of almost every individual, and this desire is I want to win the mind and the hearts of the people. Winning the hearts and the minds of the people, that is not something as simple and as easy, but still for those people who are determined and who are committed enough, they are seen doing it and they will keep doing it as well. So this means that it is the commitment, the genuine commitment which is needed, and this thing is quite possible. All the people who are leading, who are the leaders, and they people know, they know the skill of winning the hearts and the minds of the people. So let's begin our topic of today, that how can we win the mind and the hearts of the people. So there are certain things to be done. First of all, it is building trust. We have to build the trust, and building the trust, how can we build the trust? There are 5 tips for that. Number 1, be genuine and authentic. Don't try to impersonate, don't try to show and pose which you are not. So that is, be genuine and authentic. The second tip is that keep promises and follow through. Yes, through. Yes, keeping promises and follow through. Now third is show empathy and understanding. So being empathetic, showing the empathy mean putting ourselves into the shoes of another person, so that we are better able to feel what they people are feeling, and in this way we can understand them better as well. So the fourth tip is that listen actively and listen attentively as well. Listen actively, listening attentively. The fifth is be transparent and honest. Being transparent and being honest. So these are the 5 tips of building trust, which was the first step. And the second step is showing appreciation. How to show the appreciation? There are still 5 simple tips. Number 1, it is express gratitude and recognition. We have to express the gratitude, and we have to express the express the gratitude, and we have to recognize them as well. Recognition, everybody wants the recognition. If we are failing to recognize them, it means that we are unable to get what we want out of those people. So express gratitude and recognition. The second tip is that celebrate others' successes. So what does happen, that if the feelings of jealousy, is what many of the people, most of the people are seen getting. So instead of feeling jealous, we need to celebrate, we need to appreciate the success of another person. The third is offer support and encouragement. We need to encourage them. So there are people, maybe many of the people, they are seen discouraging others. We don't have to discourage others at all. Rather, we have to offer the support on the one hand, encouragement on the other hand. The fourth tip is acknowledge, efforts and contributions. Their efforts should be acknowledged. Efforts should be acknowledged, and their contribution should be acknowledged at the same time. Of acknowledging efforts and contributions. Then number 5, it is show interest in others' life. We have to show the interest in the lives of other people. So that is also very, very important. Showing appreciation. Now the next step is foster connection. We do have to foster the connections as well. How can we foster the connection? By find common ground and shared interest. finding common ground, whatever is common between the two of you, between you and them, we should try to find it out, and of course, finding common ground and shared interest. The second is use positive body language and non-verbal cues as well, using positive body language and using non-verbal cues as well. The third is use storytelling and emotional connection, using the storytelling and using the emotional connection. Whatever we want to tell, if at all we are telling it in the form of a story, it will have much more effects upon the minds and the hearts of the people. So use storytelling and emotional connections in this way. The fourth is be approachable and be accessible. Be approachable and be accessible. And the fifth and the last step is showing vulnerability. Show vulnerability and humility as well. Each one of us is vulnerable enough. We are not, vulnerability proof person at all. So why to keep hiding it? Why not to show it that yes, I failed sometime, I suffered setback many a time, so etc. That is showing vulnerability and showing humility as well. So the next step is inspire and motivate. Inspiring and motivating. How can I inspire? How can I motivate another person? It is share a clear vision and a purpose. Sharing of a clear vision and a purpose as well. So that is the first thing. How can somebody inspire and motivate others? The second is lead by example and set high standards. Leading by example and setting of high standards. The third is empower others to take action. Empowering instead of disempowering others. So we need to empower others and we need to take action as well. Empowering others to take action. The fourth is recognize and reward achievements. Recognizing on the one hand and rewarding on the other hand the achievements of another person in your company under your leadership. The fifth is encourage growth and development. We need to encourage and we need to encourage the growth and we need to encourage the development as well. So we were talking about inspiring and motivating others. Now let's talk about demonstrate empathy and compassion. Demonstrating empathy on the one hand, demonstrating compassion on the other hand. How can it be done? Number one, understand and validate emotion. Understanding on the one hand, validating on the other hand the emotions of another person. The second is show kindness and concern. Showing of kindness, be kind hearted person and showing concern as well. The third is offer help and support. Offering help and offering support as well. And fourth is be patient and be understanding. Be patient and be understanding at the same time. Now, the fifth is practice forgiveness and practice understanding. Practicing forgiveness and practicing understanding. So that is how we can demonstrate empathy and that is how we can demonstrate the compassion as well. That was it and we are going to talk about the next and the final step as for our today's discussion on how to win the hearts and the minds of the people. So first of all, it is the consistency. This last segment is about the consistency because the consistency is the key. How can I become more consistent? Consistency builds credibility. If at all somebody you or someone else, we want to build the credibility. I think it is we need to become consistent enough as well. Now the second is stay true to your values and stay true to your principles as well. Staying true to our values on the one hand, to our principles on the other hand. So that is, showing that is, stay true to your values and principles. Not that you see a benefit there and sacrifice your values and sacrifice your principles. The third is follow through on commitment. Whatever commitments we have made, we need to follow through. We need to follow through whatever commitments you have made, follow through. So that is also very important. The fourth is maintain a positive attitude. Maintaining a positive attitude, and of course, it is the negative attitude which is the basis of all the ills. So we need to totally steer clear of the negative attitude and we need to maintain positive attitude. And the last tip about consistency, it is continuously improve and grow. We need to keep growing, we need to keep learning, we need to keep improving throughout our life. Never stop learning, never stop improving. So these are certain very important segments, very important indeed section of how can we win the minds and the hearts of the people. First of all, we talked about building the trust, then we spoke about showing the appreciation, and thirdly we mentioned the fostering of connection. Then it came inspiring and motivating, and still then it came demonstrating empathy and compassion, and then lastly we talked about consistency. So these are the segments, these are the sections, these are the steps actually of winning the minds and the hearts of the people. Remember, winning hearts and minds is about building meaningful relationships, meaningful relationships on the one hand, trust on the other hand, and of course connection then. So that was something very useful, very beneficial, I think, as far as today's topic is concerned. It was about winning the minds and the hearts of the people. I think it is one of the most important subjects we are interested in, because particularly those people who want to lead the society, who want to become a leader, it is very important indeed. So that's all from me at the moment. Thank you very much.